没有1分钟多。
不能，他要3分钟，一个人最少3分钟。
很长哦。
不用紧，我帮他，因为我的话比较多，所以我可以慢慢讲。
嗯。
你不用讲了，你不用讲笑。
妈的，
做姿势哦。
来了的 ，OK， record 啊，来。
笑，你不要笑啊。OK， 如果你要笑哈，你去旁边，还是你去下面关你啊？哎。
OK， 我会没有，
这是我会没有，
我会没有。
哎，沈健，你也是一样，也是不可以笑哎，沈健。
哎，给力到你啊！给力，你从
开
麦。
怎么看不到你的脸呢？
什么要重新录啊？
重新录啊！重新录。
What the fuck？
你1分钟啊！你我讲5分钟嘞。
叫我讲慢一点啊。
OK。
我幸好还没有开机哦。OK 啊，开始啊，3、2、1，开始。Okay, good morning to the Miss, and today our topic is talk about the Airbus corruption and scandal. So our group is group 3. Our subject is MPU2342. So now our course name is Integrity and Anti-Corruption. Our course title is M1. Instructor name is Miss Rosmawani. Report title is Airbus Corruption Scandal. So our group member has 5. So first is Tae Kai-xiang, 2 is Cha Jin-yang, number 3 is Ng Ting-chuan, 4 is Pang Shen-jet, and the last one is Arash Jafari. So here is about the teammate selfie photo. So first one is me, second is Cha Jin-yang, third is Ng Ting-chuan, 4 is Pang Shen-jet, and the last is Arash Jafari. So here is our table of contents. So number 1 is about cover page and title. Second is introduction. Third is background of the case. 4 is discussion. 5th is closure and summary. So the last one is about the conclusions. So now I will pass it to the Cha Jin-yang.
Okay, so thank you, Kai-xiang. Now we are talking about the Airbus background. So the Airbus company is registered in Leiden cities in country Netherlands. Their main operational office in Bagnolet city in France. So actually Airbus is a European aerospace corporation. Their company focus on designing and manufacturing commercial aircraft with division for defenses, space and helicopters. So Airbus is a global leader in airlines. In 2019, Airbus became the world's largest airliner manufacturer. And also the Airbus also a helicopter leadership in manufacturing. In 2000, their company is found as the European Aeronautic Defense and Space Company. And Airbus is global operates major offices and assembly plant in many countries such as France, Germany, Spain, United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and China. So here is the signature airplane from the Airbus company. So we can see the first photo on the top left. This is the military cargo airplane. So the model is A400M. So we can see the M alphabet is for military name. So it's a cargo airplane. It's used for supply airdrop, transportation use like transport tanks and helicopters. And also it's the third function is used for air in the air. They're just refueling another aircraft. So we can see the second military aircraft is the helicopter that's called H175M. So it's a United Kingdom tactical helicopter. Okay, so At the third, we can see this is the commercial aircraft. It's a cargo airplane, so it's called beluga airplane. It looks like the wheel. The animal in the sea, the wheel. So it's the biggest airplane in the Airbus company. So for the third aircraft is a A380. So this is, you can see the picture is by from the Emirates company. So it also used for commercial, for getting passengers. And we can see the smaller bit is A350. The right side one is also bought from the Emirates company. It's smaller than A380. And we can see the smaller bit is A321. This is bought from Air France company. This tree is also used for just for passenger travel. It's a commercial aircraft. So we have next. So coming to the storyline for the Airbus corruption scandal. So at the first, their surface, this story is started on 2010. They are involved significant allegation of bribery and corruption within the aerospace industry. After that, their authorities in the UK, France, and the US discovered that the Airbus used intermediates to make corrupt payments to foreign officials to influence aircraft sales contracts. Okay, after that, so we can see these practices violate international anti-corruption laws and compromise fair competition in the aerospace market. So next, so until 2020, Airbus reached the historic settlement. They agreed to pay $3.9 billion in penalties. This is making the one of the largest fines in corporate bribery history. So this scandal had several financial consequences, like for Airbus, like it's damaged their reputation, prompting discussion on corporate ethics and governance. So in the response, Airbus implemented stronger compliance measures and governance reform to rebuild trust and ensure the legal compliance. So highlight of this case is highlight the critical importance of ethical business practices and the role of regulatory oversight in the global market. You can see the photo of the left is under table. It means corruption activity. So it's like under table payment for the agreement to reach their agreements terms. So also this case is handled by United States CIA. So now I will pass to the next presenter to explain the background of the case.
So the background of the Airbus company scandal is rooted in serious allegations of bribery and corruption, serious allegations of corruption involving high-ranking executives, third-party intermediaries, and government officials across multiple countries. Airbus allegedly used intermediaries and agents to bribe these officials to gain a competitive edge in securing lucrative aircraft contracts worldwide. Key countries implicated include Saudi Arabia, China, and South Korea, where government officials were allegedly influenced to favor Airbus in major contract decisions. Airbus misconduct spanned over several years, with many of the alleged bribery practices dating back to the early 2000s and continuing into the 2010s. The scandal formally surfaced around 2016 when the UK's Serious Fraud Office (SFO), French Pacific National Financial (PNF) and the U.S. Department of Justice launched extensive investigations into Airbus dealings. These authorities uncover a complex network of transactions and concealed payments, revealing questionable practices within Airbus bidding processes in regions such as the Middle East, Asia, and Africa. The competitive landscape in these areas often lead companies to adopt unethical tactics to secure large orders, further fueling scrutiny. As the investigation unfolded, Airbus publicly acknowledged its involvement in these practices and began implementing compliance measures. However, the damage to its reputation was severe. In January 2020, after extensive negotiations, Airbus reached a settlement with multiple regulatory bodies, agreeing to pay over $3.9 billion in fines, one of the largest penalties ever imposed for corporate bribery. This settlement was not only a step toward addressing past misconduct but also a signal of Airbus' commitment to improving governance and compliance practices moving forward. The case, formally investigated and resolved in the late 2010, highlighted corrupt practices that had started much earlier, primarily in the 2010s. The scandal underscored the critical need for ethical conduct in global business, serving as a wake-up call for the aerospace industry on the importance of transparency and integrity in corporate dealings. And now I'm going to pass it to Auntie Chen.
没有声音，TC。听到吗？OK 啊，有声音啊。After knowing the background of Airbus, now we are going on to the relevant laws and punishments of Airbus. Firstly, we got UK Bribery Act 2010. This act governs corruption offences in the UK, focusing on the bribery of foreign public officials and failing to prevent bribery. Offenders can face several penalties, including unlimited fines and up to 10 years imprisonment. Next, we got US FCPA in 1977. It prohibits companies from bribing foreign government officials to gain or retain business. Penalties for violations can include multi-million-dollar fines, forfeiture of profits, and potential imprisonment. The third one was the French. It contains anti-corruption statutes that were applied in prosecuting Airbus bribery activities, leading to significant financial settlements. Next, there are three implications of Airbus. It's individuals, organizations, and countries. In individuals, top-level management and employees involved in bribery or facilitation of corruption can face legal prosecution, job loss, and long-term professional damage. Secondly, organizations. Airbus' reputation suffered and the scandal impacted its
relationships with clients and suppliers. The case emphasized the importance of corporate governance and compliance programs. Lastly, the countries. Bribery incidents have broader geopolitical and economic effects. Recipient countries may face political instability and reduced trust in public institutions, while the home country of a company may need to strengthen its legal frameworks and enforcement. Next, we go on to steps to address integrity and corruption issues. The first step is strengthening compliance programs. Organizations must invest in robust compliance frameworks with continuous audits and training to prevent illegal activities. Secondly, whistleblower protection. Establishing secure channels for reporting misconduct with protection to safeguard whistleblowers from retaliation is essential. Thirdly, enhance transparency. Public disclosures regarding procurement and contract processes can deter corrupt behavior. Lastly is collaboration with authorities. Engaging in cooperative efforts with international regulatory bodies ensures consistent enforcement of anti-corruption measures. Next is what we have learned in this lesson. We have learned proactive compliance measures. The Airbus case highlighted the necessity for early detection system within companies to catch misconduct before it escalates, and accountability at all levels. Corporate responsibility extends beyond top executives. Mid-level managers and operational staff should also be accountable for ensuring ethical conduct. And global enforcement coordination. The successful investigation and penalty enforcement were possible due to collaboration between international bodies, setting a precedent for cross-border regulatory actions. The last is reputation risk management. Reputational damage can be long-lasting, emphasizing the need for corporations to prioritize ethical business practices as part of their brand strategy.
So thank you, Anting for your great briefing through the lessons and whatnot. So before I get through the conclusion, I'm gonna glaze back on what my teammate have talked about, which is we have talked about bribery and corruption allegation, which is Airbus was accused of engaging in systematic bribery schemes. Second is legal and financial consequences, which Airbus reached a historic 4 billion settlement in suing. Third is impact on corporate governance, which was what Anting has said just now. And fourth is damage to their reputation. Airbus reputation has been damaged after all of these allegations. And fifth is ongoing scrutiny and risks. Six is broader industry impact, which all of their large airline has been down ever since the allegation. And lastly is internal charges. Well, now to go through the conclusion, the Airbus corruption scandal was a major moment in corporate and legal history, illustrating the risk of unethical practices in securing international contracts. While Airbus has taken steps to resolve the issue through financial settlements and organizational changes, the scandal remains a reminder of the importance of strong ethical guidelines, compliance programs, and transparency in the global marketplace. Well, that is all of our presentation for today of the Airbus, the history of Airbus, and all of the allegations that have been going through. I hope you guys understand well, and thank you so much. And this is just it from us, Group 3, signing off. Thank you.
Okay, cut. Let's go.
Okay.